Now open the notepad. So open the notepad. First create the directory for the new bean. First create the directory for the new bean. You go to the command prompt and go to the directory where you want to create the new directory which supports the Java. cd for example new bean. I'm going to create the directory cd new bean. So mk, so that directory does not exist, so mkdir make directory new bean, make directory new bean, then create a directory cd new bean, cd new bean. After creating that, you go with creating the save your new bean file. In that, the very first step is create a directory for the new bean. I have created the new bean directory. Now create the java bean source file, then compile the source file, create a manifest file, generate a jar file, start bdk test. So now let us creating the java bean source file. Some code, ready code is available. So package simple bean, you type this in the notepad, you type this in your notepad, do it parallelly, you are able to understand. Save it where just now you created the directory. So save it under c folder. New bean have created, and the name of the this bean file is simple simple bean dot java file. Simple bean, how you identify it's a bean? Because it implements serializable interface, and the name you are appending with that class file is bean. Now come back to your command prompt, compile the, what is the third step? Third step is java's bean source file is created. Now compile the source file, java c, what is the name? Simple bean dot java. So there is no error, so it is created the java bean source file. Successful compilation, it will create the simple bean dot class. Now create a manifest file. So manifest is a configuration set of file. In this, which are the those things you are going to add as a part of the execution of the java bean. So the manifest file, you need to create the manifest file. Here edit a manifest file called manifest.tmp. Now again go to notepad, click on new. Here type the following name. What is the name of that bean? The simple bean dot class file, and the type of the bean is java bean, that is true. This is the content of manifest.temp. Save this as in the same directory which you have created the simple bean.java, that is manifest.tmp. Create the file called as manifest.tmp. Manifest.tmp. tmp. Save it. Then, so the next step is, after creating manifest type, generate a jar file. To generate jar file, you need to use jar, type jar cfm dot simple bean dot jar. Which are the content of simple bean dot jar? Manifest dot temp simple bean slash dot star. So you type this in the command prompt. You type this in the command prompt. You type this in the command prompt. Jar cfm dot slash new bean slash simple simple create the name simple bean dot jar comma space manifest dot tmp space simple bean slash backslash star dot class. IO exception. It is going to create the jar file. Or if you are unable to execute this, better you come back to the folder which you have created the C directory, new bean. Now select all these files and right click, select dot class file and manifest file, right click, so add it to archive, add it to archive. So it is going to create the dot zip file, right? So you rename that dot zip file by dot jar file. So it is going to create simple bean dot jar, simple bean dot jar. So you can type in the window jar cfm example, jar cfm example. Jar cfm example. So come open this codejava.net. So you will get a syntax of jar, how you can create the normal Java file. Jar cfv, we are not creating cfv, so we are using cfm. So creating an executable jar, so your manifest file is going to create. So the syntax is jar cfm, the name of the jar file in which you are going to store the classes. Then you use this syntax, jar cfm simple bean dot jar, according to our example, manifest dot tmp, option C, build classes. It is going to create the dot jar simple bean dot jar file to us. So after creating that jar file, so what is represent the C? The C option is to create. F is to specify jar file name. M is the manifest. CFM stands for C to create. F is the specifying the jar name. You are specifying the jar name exclusively. So that's why create file. What file? Simple bean.jar file. What is M stands for? M stands for what?
Manifest.
M stands for manifest. You are creating the simple jar bean as well as the manifest file. So type the same jar CFM simple bean dot jar manifest dot tmp, then space the class file. What is the name of class file? Only one class file we have, simple capital S, simple bean dot class. Okay. Yeah, CFM simple bean dot jar so manifest dot tmp simple bean dot class class. So after creating this dot jar file, does that jar file open the BDK 1.1 BDK 1.1, open that BDK, run bat beanbox, run bat, run bat, go to the beanbox file, load. There is an option called as load. So when you go and see the load, move the find the location where that Java bean is stored in your PC. Just now what you have created. Then go to C. So go to new bean and select that jar file. It appears here in your bean box. It appears in your bean box. After appearing that, you create uh, you load jar. After that you save it. That bean is going to be added as a part of that bean tool which it is displaying here. Getting? This is all about how you are creating your own Java bean and how you can make use of those in the bean box as a reusable components. Here,
Yes, sir.
This ends our discussion on Java beans. If any questions are there, let me know. These are the additional content which, if you are interested, you just go through the additional content with respect to the bean. So complete full-fledged of this. This is main thing. The very here see observe some bean dot class file which I have created. Same procedure you need to follow. Same procedure you need to follow. Create a directory for new bean, create the Java source file, compile the source file, create a manifest file, generate jar file, start BDK, test it. This is the steps involved in creating your own customized bean components, reusable components. Same procedure is applicable. Same procedure is applicable. So another example, color. You are creating a color depending on the mouse event listener. So mouse press, whenever you press the mouse, the color is going to be changed. So that is another bean component. It's an example for you. You just try out this example by following the same steps which I have discussed in this class. Let me know if you are unable to do. Let me know how. I will tell how to continue this. First, create the new folder. Second step is create the bean source file. The third step is compile it. The fourth step is create jar manifest file and add the manifest content. And the fifth step is generate the jar file. And sixth step is open that BDK bean box. And the seventh step is file. Click on bean box file, load jar file. It is going to be loaded, and you can test your component. In this way, you can create the bean file and test it on your bean development toolkit. Okay. So the last final step is deployment of bean. Yes, we created, tested in the BDK. Then where we can deploy that? All Java classes can be converted to a bean. First, it is going to be converted as a bean file. Bean is compressed and saved in the format of jar file, which contains manifest file, class file, GIF files, and other information customization files. So here, wherever you can use deploy NetBeans. In NetBeans, you can use this jar file. In BDK, where Visual Caf, JBuilder, Visual Edge are the bean builder tools. So here among this we are using this BDK toolkit. Okay, jar is nothing but bringing all the files together and creating as a single file, and you can make use of that in the like packages in your application, plug and play applications. So manifest line look like this, which has name, which name of the bean you are going to add as a part of manifest, simple bean, and the Java bean value is true because it is a bean file. If it is false, it becomes it is not a bean file. How to create and extract a jar file? Create a jar file is jar, create file manifest, simple bean.jar, manifest.temp, star.class. So for extracting, compressing is over. If you want to extract from a jar file, jar extract xf x file simple bean.jar means reverse process of that creating the jar folder. Or you can use the tool called as WinZip unzip tool. You can unzip the jar files. Finally, we are reaching the end of our Java Bean discussion. By ending this, we are completing the module 3 modules of this Java Bean. 1.5 module for first internal test. So another 1.5 module for the for another 2 module is for the second internal test. So in the next class, I'm going to discuss the JDBC concept, Java database connectivity concept. That's the most important for your career development in Java technology. JDBC, it's a database you are going to connect from front end to the back end. So how you need to configure and how you can work with the database, how to create, insert, delete, update, modify, and how you can create the batch processing queries, how you can call those batch processing using the callable statement. All those things we are going to discuss in the forthcoming sessions. If any questions, let me know with respect to the Java beans, Java server pages, and Java servlets, which we discussed so far around since last 1.5 months. Any questions? So I request all of you to follow the classes as well as to follow the instructions which we are discussing in the classroom. Just by listening us is no use. Your preparation is required. You follow the textbook called as Core Servlets and Java Server Pages textbook, which is given in the VTU syllabus. Okay, so I have given 3 assignments, two from for theoretical side and the one from the lab assignment. Deadline was given is the May 15th. Before May 15th, you have to submit those 2 assignments, those 3 assignments. So if Gunshekar share those assignment questions to among in your group and let them ready. So first 2 assignments code is available in your textbook itself. The job of yours is understand the code with, don't copy and paste, understand the code and type it in the NetBeans and execute, get the output from your end by debugging all the uh, errors which will appear while coding the those. I think those programs, those applications will work without any errors, because I was also work on those program. By working on those, you will understand the Java servlet technology in depth, as well as you will understand the JSP also. And you are able to connect the JDBC by creating those applications. And by doing those first 2 assignments, you are able to quickly do the jewelry application, jewelry bankers, which I was given as a part of the lab program assignment. So you can quickly within a day you are able to create that jewelry banker applications. Because if you do that first two assignment is based for the third assignment. So you complete that one. Getting
Okay, sir.
okay. So before 15th May 15th, try to complete. Stay at home. Be safe. Right. So don't go. Today is the weekend. Don't go weekend much musty outside the home. Be safe and start working towards preparation towards the examination. There is a probably when the classes reopens, there is a possibility of conducting the exams. Fine, rather than classes. So be get prepared with respect to that. Fine. Any questions with respect to the Java beans and all? Any questions?
No, sir.
No. Fine. Let's end this today's class session. Thank you.